Hey, what's up guys? It is Rob and welcome back to a brand new collection video. I've been doing my DVD collection. I have several parts so far and I got many more to go. So I thought I would change it up and start with part one of my Blu-ray collection. And I have a couple stacks here just to start with, something small because I do have a lot of Blu-rays, but I kind of want to stretch it out a little bit. So, yeah, this is going to be part one of my Blu-ray collection. Random order. Uh, I got all different types of movies: horror, thriller, comedy. So let's get started. First one here: Blu-ray, DVD, digital. Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell, which is actually, I believe, the what sixth film. And then we got the seventh film, Tremors: Shrieker Island. Can't believe they made that many Tremors films. Here we have Black Christmas. This is the newest version of it. The only reason I got this is because it said that I could get one free after I got two for the deal at Target, and they didn't have anything else to pick from, and I'd never seen this movie, so I'm like, why not? So I got it for free. And if it sucks, which I've heard it does, then whatever, I didn't have to pay for it. Next one is Hobbs and Shaw. The only reason I got this is to, you know, add on to the Fast and Furious collection because I do have all the Fast and Furious movies so far, and this just adds on to it. I don't even think this movie should have been made, but whatever. The unrated and theatrical version of Fantasy Island. Here we have Devil's Due. Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. Not as good as the first one. Arkansas. Love this. Dolph Lundgren, Frank Langella, Masters of the Universe. I was so happy to get this on Blu-ray. It looks phenomenal, actually, but one of my favorite movies. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. This is the fourth film. Here we have the Scream Factory version of Cobra. Evil Dead remake. This is a Shout Select with Michael Keaton, Mr. Mom. Love this movie. Shout Select number 28. The Blair Witch Project, here on Blu-ray. Love this. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite found footage film. This is the full moon edition of An American Werewolf in London, my favorite werewolf movie of all time. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds with Jessica Tandy. This is an amazing movie with an amazing cast. You got C. Thomas Howell, Matt Dillon, Diane Lane, Ralph Macchio, Rob Lowe, Patrick Swayze, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise. What? The Outsiders. Now, this is the complete novel edition where there's a lot of changes from the theatrical. Some of the music changes and some of the extended scenes I don't think worked as well. Especially some of the music change. I don't know. Some of the stuff they do, I just don't like. I just prefer the theatrical version. But it's nice to see. Like this has like a bunch of features and things added on to it, so it's nice to see that. But here we have The Never Ending Story here on Blu-ray. I freaking love this movie. Used to watch this all the time. Gremlins. They have a 2-pack that I'm considering on getting because this is the 25th anniversary edition. They have a 2-pack with Gremlins and Gremlins 2 on Blu-ray, and I'm considering getting it because I cannot find Gremlins 2 anywhere. And I thought, why not have both movies on Blu-ray? But I'm not sure if that Gremlins is the 25th anniversary or not, or if it's a new version. I don't know if it has any features, but I don't know. Here we have the multi-screen edition of Hocus Pocus. Here we have a Mark Ruffalo film with Anne Hathaway, Tim Robbins, and Bill Pullman, Dark Waters. Another multi-screen edition movie, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Those multi-screen edition, you can get those at Walmart like really cheap. Jumanji: The Next Level, which is the sequel to the Welcome to the Jungle one. Kevin James, Becky. It's a good film. Zero Dark 30. Serenity, another Anne Hathaway movie. Maximum Impact. I think I picked this one up at I picked this one up at Dollar Tree, I think. I freaking love this movie, The Equalizer. This is definitely in my top 10 favorite Denzel Washington movies. It was really, really good. Here we have the, well, I probably, you know what, I'll save that. I'll save that for the other edition. But here we have The Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. Here we have the Warner Brothers Archive Collection Blu-ray, The Thing from Another World. This movie's amazing. And they did a good job. You know, Warner Brothers, the Archive Collection always comes out with these older films. You know, like fixes them up and stuff, makes them look nice. Really, really does. Critters. This is part of the Critters collection. Escape Plan, The Extractors. This is, of course, Escape Plan 3. Way better than Escape Plan 2. Brahms the Boy 2. Special edition of Toy Story. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Now, this is another one that I was so happy to find. I remember renting the VHS religiously back then. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, always will be. Okay, when he died, I was very, very depressed and very sad. No matter what kind of stuff, the allegations or whatever was against him with the children and all that stuff, no matter what was going on, his music will live on. He was one of the greatest the musicians ever. I mean, he was. I love like all his music. And I love this movie. No matter how cheesy it is, no matter how crazy and weird, it's one of the best. I love it so much. And I have it here on Blu-ray. It's import, obviously, but I just love it. Here we have a really cool end of the world religious horror film. It says, after the rapture, there are fates worse than death, and it's called The Remaining. This is probably another movie that I recommend to you guys if you haven't seen it. A disaster film mixed with, like, you know, it's it has to do with the rapture. You know, the rapture happens, and then the people who are left on Earth have to deal with, you know, like hell on Earth, like the demons and stuff. Really, really cool. I really enjoyed this one. Of course, here we have Beetlejuice. They just released not too long ago the 4K version of that. See No Evil with Kane. Really good movie. Jacob Goodnight. See No Evil 2. Not as good as the first. I don't like how he wore that stupid mask on his face. It's like, we get it, you're Kane. You like to do that. The last one I'm going to show you here is the 5-film set of Resident Evil on Blu-ray. Now, there is like another set with all of them, but I got this at Goodwill for like $1, okay? $1 for all 5 films on Blu-ray. I could not pass that up, and it's a really cool looking collection. Let's just, you know, while we're here, might as well just go over these. So, we got Resident Evil here on Blu-ray, and it does come with, well, it does come with some special features, not many, but whatever. Resident Evil. Resident Evil Apocalypse, which is the second movie. Resident Evil Extinction. Now this, oddly enough, this is my favorite. I like this one. I think this one is. I like the setting. I like, the fact that they had like Tyrant at the end. Um, I felt like this one was a little darker toned. But yeah, I like it. Resident Evil Afterlife. This is where it becomes silly. Resident Evil Retribution. So that's all that's included in that. It's like I said, it's not a bad. Honestly, that's not a bad deal. I mean, for a buck, you're getting all that, and everything is in great condition in this set. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to show you for part one here. Like I said, I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit. I don't have as many Blu-rays as DVDs, even though I do have a ton of Blu-rays. It's not really saying much. But like I said, I want to stretch it out in parts. So that's all for this part for Blu-rays. Stay tuned for part two of my Blu-ray collection. I'm going to show you a lot more in part two. So hope you're enjoying these videos. Stay tuned for more. Rob signing off. See you guys in the next one.